So, today I want to talk about diversity in different culture. I'm just fascinated I think because of my third grade teacher. I remember my third grade teacher. She's like, her name is Miss Sequin, and she's amazing. Like she's like she's like kind of like your grandma age, but she teaches kids. But I would remember that she was my favorite teacher. Of course, she's nice, but that was when before I we moved during the summer a long time ago when I was a kid, and I moved into so I guess it was toward the end of the summer. I was there only for a bit for like being a third grade there. But Miss Sequin, she always would stand in front of the door, and she will always say, "Hi, how are you?" But then she would say um, in like French, maxi or something else I can't remember, and she always greet us with different language. I guess maybe she was learning different language, but because of that, I was fascinated. I was like, wow, she's why is she teaching this? I don't know why, but she was the nicest teacher. And then of course we would learn. I mean, back in third grade, I would. It's like what was it? It was forks, right? The vibrational forks where you hit the thing and it vibrate, and the fork will vibrate, right? Because we're living in a world of frequencies and vibrations, and it will vibrate. So each person vibrate at a certain level, depend on their quality of consciousness, right? So and as I grow older, I dealt with many different people from different backgrounds, from different. I remember back in high school when I failed my class, so I had to take because I was really try to go back and take classes because I failed. So I took this class. I don't even know what it was, English, and there was this. And I went to this school, different school than my school. So I went in the what was that, high school, and then I took a class, and then there was this guy or a kid, and he was saying, "What's up, essay?" I was like, "What?" And he said, "What's up, essay?" And I said, "Oh, okay, okay, what's up, essay?" Yo, and he's Mexican, but back in either middle school through high school, I took Spanish class, right? And they have orientation. I was like, man, I suck at this. Like, I don't know, man. It was very scary. I had to learn the Spanish words, and then But my favorite moment of Spanish class back in high school was I was with my friend and I was trying to I show off and I would try to break pencils and lead pencils. Right? I would not do that. I would just wah and then just try to break it. I remember back in that was I forgot his name, Mr. Gonzalez or something, and it was in before we ever entered the class. I don't know why I did this shit, right? Because I wanted to show off to my white friend and my Asian friend, because my Asian and white friend they were there, right? So I end up kicking. Well, I don't even know why I did it. I kicked the uh, the desk, and it would break, right? I was like, oh shit, it broke. So I was like, oh shit. So I put the desk, or my friend would put the desk away, and I wouldn't get in trouble. And then the teachers, the teacher would say, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't know." So my friend had it. That was the funniest shit ever that happened. But during the over the years, you dealt with people, and so a lot of diversity. You know how like if you ever grow up watching Jackie Chan film, right? And Rush Hour, right? And Chris Tucker, right? And you would when he go up to what was it? Chris Tucker's I can't even say his name anymore. Chris Tucker would just in Rush Hour go up to a guy and say, "What's up, my nigga?" Right? And so Jackie Chan go up to the guy and say, "What's up, my nigga?" Right? So I noticed something very weird happen, right? Back in trade school or high boarding school, whatever you want to call it, was if you say that word white people get in trouble, right? But if you're cool with a lot of black people, hey, you can say it and you say, Johnny, you're cool. While your friend, you can't do it. When you're cool with people, they let you say that. While other people, if you're not cool with them, they don't let you say that. So I would be stupid and say, "What's up, my nigga?" Just for fun, not to be offensive, because there's a difference between for fun and offensive. This is just for fun, and every time I would say that to people, what's up, my nigga? And then I would say that to my ex too, what's up, my nigga? Um, but as growing up, also you deal with Spanish people, and then I have Spanish friend. They would say, "Da bien, cómo está," and um, all the thing that I don't even know that one. ¿Cómo está bien? Muy bien. Adios amigos. And all those diversity, right? And then I did taste some Spanish food because I went to my Spanish friend house, and they were kind and all amazing. And I think his mother cooked us dinner for Labor Day or something, or I think it was Labor Day, but it was it's good, it's great. And and then Ethiopian have this weird spicy food. It's like kind of I can't remember, but it was like black. And of course, I can tell from if they're Ethiopian or not because Ethiopian their face is really Ethiopians, right? So a lot of them, and they teach me how to because in America you flick people off, f you, right? And that's really disrespectful. But f you. But uh, the mid when the Ethiopians showed me how to say f you in their culture with their hand, right? And they teach me that, right? And so, oh wait, what's up? What? Okay, and um, let me see. I'm trying to think of. Uh, oh yeah, the really hard part was when I was working at a Chinese restaurant long, long time ago, back in 2012, when I was really depressed and I guess I was trying to go back into this culture of working again, and it was really hard to, cause I dealt with Asian people, right? Asian people, like really Asian people, Asian people, because there's a different tonality, and then I had to talk to them, and when I was speaking to it's so hard when I was working in the kitchen. It was so hard to understand them, like, cause they couldn't speak English, and I was like, yeah, yeah. And then one guy I had to like talk not so fast because if you talk fast, they don't understand. So I had to talk into their tone or talk about like not really good English or however I speak um, to them, and I would speak like broken English or English that's slow, and I say try to copy them so they will understand. I say yeah, it's so hard. Um, I dealt with Indonesian, what was it, Korean people. That's where I got the bao from, the soju, right? Um, and then also Indian people. They came from Nepal back in boarding school, so so they because Indian people speak a different like tone, like you can tell they're Indian, right? No, this is not Apu, okay? No, this is not Simpson Apu, but my ex would be friend with this guy, and he's Indian, and his name is Kim. You get to tell different tone and when they speak, but just matter of fact, when uh, different food. So there's food, culture, language, and tone in the way that people speak, right? You can tell their culture. I'm not always as perfect, but how do Vietnamese people? Nah, one time, I wanted to be funny, cause I don't know why I want to do it. I just want to do it. Like, it's funny if you're an Asian, and then because usually Asian people don't disrespect with each other, right? And then I would, because we would be where this is Vietnamese thing, they call it Eden for Asian American. It's like a mall, and I was like, you know what? I have an idea. I want to fuck around No, not like that. No, no, no. I don't do that. But I would go into this like nail salon, because usually nail salon there's Asian people and Vietnamese people, right? Usually there's a lot of Vietnamese people. Vietnamese people, I don't know why they do nail salon. Like that's I don't know, but it's just Asian thing. Okay, I don't even know why. Maybe I should get my nail done. But anyway, so I would go there and say like a prayer, just to, for me, just for fun, just to like go around and be stupid for Vietnamese people, right? I say Namo Ai Da Phật. That's a prayer in Vietnamese, and I would say that in front of people in nail salon. They'd be like, "What the fuck?" I would be laughing, man. So I would go around doing that, and there was a old guy. I said I was speaking Vietnamese, and I was like, I don't know how to speak Vietnamese, and it's like he was laughing. No, no, it was in a good way because I speak Vietnamese or something. I don't remember, but it was funny. Um, and then you try to act out like either your white friend, your black friend, what's up, or what's up, son, what's up. No, actually, back in trade school or boarding school, I hear it a lot from black people. This what's up, B? What was that? What's up, Mo? What's up, Mo? I was like, whoa, what is this language people be talking about, man? What the yo? What's up, B? What's up, Mo? I was like, what the hell would they be saying? And I was like, okay, maybe I should have my own code language. I don't know, but it was just very, very, very interesting, and it's interesting how just everything is. And then um, I know that Spanish people have their own way of saying to each other something. I know that they do. Um, I can't remember. I wish I remember what the hell they'd be saying, but you can tell it's just fun for me, just to listen to different diversity, Korean culture. You will hear Korean people talk, Indonesian talk, the way that different culture interact with each other is very fascinating. Of course, yeah. The one thing that I try to understand is it's so hard is North Vietnamese. That's one thing I can't do. I can't do that. It's like they'd be speaking Vietnamese like boy bo boy. It's very vastly from different like Southern Vietnamese. Boy bo. Um, and other thing I was like, and then Japanese were like, ah, and just be shouting, mother. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Haitian. I'll be watching Kamen Rider. That's like more powerful than Power Rangers, but every time the main character would say Haitian or transform Haitian, and I would try to like copycat that Haitian. I want to get those driver, man. Haitian.